Hello, guys. So we are live finally. Thank you for your patience. So I see some new faces. Actually, okay, there are no faces, but yeah, I see new people joining the joining our platform today. Uh, hello, hello, Mavisha. Hello, Vinay. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are having fun on our platform. Hope you guys have checked out the free courses that we have to offer, and yeah, let us know if you know where to hit us if you have any doubts about this platform. Um, hey, Ibinu, Mahin, how you guys doing on a Friday night? Came to check out this movie or the serial that has been continuing every night, right? Uh, hey, hi, Akshay, what's up? Guys, if you are able to see the stream, just say something on the chat so I know, like, what's up? Yes, actually, what's up? It's all good. It's all good. Um, so for those of you who are watching this, I don't see the video. So Mavisha, just do you see the screen in the center? Are you able to hear my voice? Okay, let me just get on Discord and see if I can talk to Mavisha. Uh, Mavisha, are you able to hear me? Okay. Oh, awesome, 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 awesome. Oh, awesome. All right. Let me just minimize this. Let's just check if things are on track on. So yep, we're streaming on Facebook and YouTube as well. Guys, if you have friends who are musicians and not doing much on a Friday night, like, do share the Facebook, YouTube links with them. Maybe they like to see what's up. Um, all right, Marisha, you can see. Great, awesome. Uh, what are you cooking up today? So yeah, like we've been slowly cooking. So for those who are watching this for the first time, let me just show you what we have been doing so far. Basically, if you guys have, I think you're not able to see the screen. I'll just make that happen. Yeah, I think you should be able to see my Ableton Live screen as well, right? Uh, so for this whole week, basically we've been remaking this really, good popular song called as. Okay, I am new to this production. Mavisha says, "I'll try to understand." Awesome, Mavisha. All the best. So there might be a few things that might be confusing. So this is more or less like a casual stream, but I'm pretty sure you'll take away something from this. Uh, so over this week, we have been, building this song from the ground up, taking only the vocals. The song is called "Stressed Out" by 21 Pilots. Uh, I'll just play this right away. If you want, you can check that song out on YouTube, and we'll also be playing it here. Yeah, I mean, but I won't play the whole thing out. You can check it out later. I'll just have it up here for reference, right? Wow, this song has hit 2 billion 164 million views. Probably that last million was since over this week. Like, people watching this have been referring to the song as well. All right. So, yeah, this is the song 21 Pilots Stressed Out. I'll show what we have so far here.
wish I found some better sounds no one's ever heard. I wish I had a better voice that sang some better words. I wish I found some chords in an order that is new. I wish I didn't have to rhyme every time I sang. I was told when I get older all my fears would shrink, but now I'm insecure and I care what people think. My name's Blurry Face and I don't care what you think. My name's Blurry Face and I don't care what you think. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out.
Alright, so basically that's what we have gotten.
We're stressed out.
That's what we have gotten so far on this song. Okay, before we start working on this, let's actually check. I think we got a notification. I think we got a notification that someone has shared some music. So let's just check that out. Okay. Oh, wrong tab. Sorry. So yeah. All right. Let me just pause this. So Devendra has shared a song. Is Devendra here? Devendra, are you there? Are you a part of the stream tonight? Yeah, I see Devendra here. Devendra, if you can hear, just say something or write something. So basically, we'll check out what Devendra has posted. Should I open a different tab? Maybe. All right. So below track is created on Ableton Live Lite. Okay, very nice. And this is a cover of Coffin Dance meme song. Oh my god, very nice. Oh, so you're playing on the Akai MPK Mini, is it? So let's just check this out. Wow. That's a very nice sound that you've got on the pad. Love the change that you got with the synth, harmonizing. Devendra, that was very well done actually. I didn't like the video, the kind of effects that you put on the video. It's cool, it's very nice. Guys, so if for the rest of you watching this, be sure to go to this link and give Devendra a like. Leave a comment on the forum as well so people see this who are not watching the stream here tonight. I tried adding a comment. There's something. Oh yeah. Okay, my comment has shown up. Cool. Devendra, is there anything you'd like to add or say about this track? Like, how did you go about doing this? Devendra says thank you. Uh, is there anything you'd like to add about this song? Like, how did you go about making this? And this is your first. Is this your first playthrough with the APK, or you have done something else before this also? I think no, the Bahubali thing. Okay, let's give it. Video looks like you had a lot of fun. Okay, that video looks like you've had a lot of fun with it. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's actually pretty nicely done. Good effort, like even with the whole first song on APK. Pretty cool, Devendra. And that you have worked this out on Ableton Live Lite using using APK Mini. So it is like restraint, into restraint, and you have done a really nice job with it, to be honest. Awesome. Congrats, like this is a great first track, to be honest, with the APK. And yeah, nice arrangement, nice choice of sounds, really cool. Able to map with Ableton. Okay, yeah. APK, yeah, maps very well with Ableton. That is one of the things with some of these MIDI controllers have, in their design or the software itself, the mapping is provided beforehand when you get it, and it's pretty handy because some of those choices really start shaping the creative decisions that we take, right? When we load up certain devices, certain instruments, certain sounds. But yeah, like needless to say, like even in spite of all that, like it doesn't take away that this is a very nicely done I loosely remember the tune, but I don't know whether that original had an arrangement and all that. I'm guessing it didn't have this exact kind of an arrangement what you have given. I'm not sure, but either way, it's pretty nicely done. Awesome. All right. So what we'll do is we'll get back to this cover. If anyone else is posting any music right now, like let us know in the first 5 minutes, and we can still feature something. All you have to do is like go to this Q&A forum section, go to this particular post to share your music. Post your music ideas. That's the title, and just add in your music as a reply to this thread. Share your link and give a brief write-up about what this is and anything you'd like to add. All right. So what all equipments are used? If you could let me know offline, that would be great. What all equipments are used? You're talking about, I'm guessing you're talking generally in music production. Mavesha, or are you asking about this particular track, what Devendra has worked, or Devendra just presented? What exactly are you talking about? If you're talking about Devendra's track, then maybe Devendra, you could just mention what all you have used in the making of this track. You could even, you could actually add it on this chat section as well. If you mean generally, then yeah, definitely we can have a conversation about that. Like as I mentioned, so we do offer a lot of live classes. We do conduct courses which are generally live. Okay, I have made this track in Ableton only. Okay, so there you have it. Mavisha, he's just used Ableton Live, and he's used the Devendra has not used any other equipment except so you see that keyboard on the screen, that is an Akai MPK Mini. You can just look it up. It's Akai MPK Mini. It's a MIDI controller, and he's used the software Ableton Live basically, and all the sounds that you heard and like Devendra has designed or sequenced and composed, it's all built into Ableton Live. I hope that answers your question. Generally, okay. Generally, yeah, that is a big conversation to have. Probably, like, we'll get in touch with you. We'll will if you'd be interested in taking up one of our MPK only for assist of melody. Okay, yeah. So yeah, basically just as a performance thing, he wrote the melodies through MPK and performed them through MPK. So Mavisha, yeah, see the range of equipments that I used in music production, right? You could say that it's infinite. Like every new month, there's something new coming into the market. Every new month there's something new coming into the market, and it's endless. Like, so what all equipments are used, the scope is endless, as you will find out once you venture into music production. But now the most important question is what is necessary for you, because if you had all the money in the world, you would run out of money and there'd still be equipments coming out in the market. But what is necessary, that has to do with how well you understand certain concepts of music production, and how well you understand certain tools. There are certain different types of equipments, and they all have their different purposes. Vinay, okay, I hope that answers your question, Mavisha. But if there's something in specific you'd like to understand, maybe we'll have a conversation about our live classes with you later, and let's see if you're really interested in getting deep into that. Uh, but meanwhile, I would suggest go through these modules. Okay, there are these free modules here. Just go through these modules, and that should give you a fair idea of what is accomplishable or what is possible right within the box, like right within the software. And of course, here also we do talk about certain external equipment. So I think this is a great place to start. You can just go on this course home and like walk through these things. These are very well prepared module by us. Our lead instructor Don Philip, he's he's conducted these modules himself. So you could go through these and let us know if you have further questions, or we could run you down through our live courses as well. Okay. Yeah, you can post your music on Q&A forum. So Vinay, just so that we can catalog things well and in an efficient manner, what you can do is, instead of, it's okay that you have put it here, but just go to this Q&A forum, okay? And why? Just like what I said, Q&A forum, post your music ideas here. Add your song as a comment on this thread, okay? Let me know if you have any issues with that. It should be pretty straightforward. Uh, you could open a separate tab if you don't want to close this one. All right. Oh yeah, see, Donna shared a link over here. So basically this is it. So you can share your music there. But either way, do share your music on that, thread. That would be a good thing to have everything in one place, so that everyone who's getting onto this can refer to each other's music, and that can help bring about collaboration, networking, and all of that. But yeah, I'm just going to for now play this sort of. I'll just take this to YouTube. Koti Udyoga. Okay. Wow, okay, that was pretty scary. That is pretty scary, but that is nicely done. What exactly is this? Yeah, nice soundscape. Yeah, exactly. Uh, so, Vinay, if you're here, what exactly is this? Like, this is a teaser for a movie or a short film that you have composed in Ableton Live. And is there anything you'd like to talk about this song? What did you use for this track? Like, or how you went about designing this? Did you work through samples? Did you synthesize something? Uh, so, to post Yeah, so what you can do is Vinay, post this as an answer, okay? Like that's what I was saying. But you'll have to come to the bottom of this.
Post your
Sorry,
music in comments.
you'll
To
have
the
to come to
bottom.
the
Bottom.
yeah, come all the way to the bottom, and here you can write your answer.
So we posted it as a comment somewhere
Oh,
and I
okay,
deleted
okay.
it. So just
Okay. So you posted your song as a comment, okay? That makes things confusing. So I think you posted it as a comment to someone else's track. So just nothing, okay? Just come to the bottom of this page. You will see this facility to share your answer. So just come over here and just share the link, and that way everyone else also will be able to easily check it out, or it might get missed if someone is looking at, oh, what are people doing over here. It might get missed in the comments. Yeah. All right. Uh, so, okay, awesome. Like very good music being shared here today. Good stuff, Devendra. Good stuff, Vinay. Let us know if you make a fuller track of that. That seemed like a teaser. As much as it was a teaser of the the promotional poster, it felt like a teaser of a music as well. So yeah, I would like, yeah, we're curious about how that whole track would sound like. What direction would that take, right? All right. If does anyone else want to share any of their stuff? Is there anything else to be shared? Then we can actually have a look at it, or maybe we can keep that for tomorrow, the next stream as well. Tomorrow's stream, we could. What we'll do is we'll directly jump into Ableton Live. But yeah, if keep that music coming. If you have the music you'd like to share, feature here, or even just talk about it, or let us just review it. Just share them in the Q&A. All right. So I'm gonna go to live. Uh, so let's quickly try and finish up as much as possible in the time we have. So way we got around was up until the chorus, right? The chorus, okay, it's sort of there. There could be a few things out of place, but it's sort of there. So just from this whole overview of trying to finish the arrangement, trying to make through this arrangement, I'm just going to go ahead with it, and we'll figure things out a lot as we go.
Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out.
Okay, so quickly, coming to this, let me close this, okay.
Wish we could turn mama sang us stressed out, sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. We're stressed out.
Okay, I get an idea. So basically, this tuba what we have here. Okay, that's first of all that's repeating over here. So I'm just gonna put it here. Is it that? No, this is not that. My bad. The tuba, the brass. The brass element that comes in the beginning. It sounds like a tuba. We have put a tuba in there. I'm just going to repeat it here because it's repeating here.
But now we're stressed out.
What I realized is, it actually sounds a little distorted. So, there are a bunch of options to get distortion, right? And one of my favorites, like since Live 10 happens to be to use pedal, right? Pedal has multiple flavors of distortion, like from the subtlest to the most extreme. So let's give it a shot. It's gonna solo. Yeah, with the treble cut off, you know. So let's check this at the intro and see if that sits right with the rest. Yeah, that actually works. Let's check it without the pedal. Yeah, it just sounds very clean, and this sort of brings that power into it. I'll just drop the level.
I wish I found some better.
Okay, so now let me just take these. Let's quickly see. Let me just quickly check what's happening with our other streams. All right. And Discord. Okay. Have Mavisha on Discord. So yeah, if anyone else would like to just hop in on Discord, just like to add, pitch something in, feel free to connect into our Discord as well. All right. So let's take the drums and quickly come over here. Place the drums. And the melody, right? That reggae-ish melody. Okay, not this one. Yeah, I think this is the one, the lead.
And I care what you think.
So I think both of these are there. This as well as that, the bump check layer, as Akshay aptly named.
We're stressed out.
What's missing? Bass. So I'm just gonna go and take the bass from the same place.
I was told when I get older all my fears would shrink, but now I'm insecure and I care what people think. My name's Blurry Face.
Yeah, this one. Just copy these two.
Blurry Face and I care what you think.
Okay, so.
Making us to sleep, but now we're stressed out.
Okay, so first of all, there's a lot of noise here. Think.
Now we're stressed out.
Okay, cut everything. Think I need to cut it to just the beginning of the beat. So the last bar, or the ending of the last bar is just quiet, right? So you get that.
Us to sleep, but now we're stressed out.
Oh, still not quiet. Okay, there's too many things happening. Okay. Okay.
Now we're stressed out.
What else? What else is happening? Why wouldn't he leave us? Okay. So, cut this. Cut this.
Now we're stressed out. We're stressed out.
I mean, yeah, it would be a little more specific than this, but we'll go with this for now because it serves the energy, right?
Us to sleep, but now we're stressed out.
Okay, we could do one more thing, just to smoothen. Good. What is bleeding? Okay, this thing just leads. So what I'll do is quickly add a utility into this and adjust the volume, right? So that when this thing ends over here, it's gonna cut. Okay. Maybe fade. Yeah. Okay, let's check that.
Saying us to sleep, but now we're stressed out.
And that's more smoother, right?
We're stressed
That's more
out.
smoother. Okay, so now coming into the verse 2. I presume this is going to be faster because there's very little variations that we need to figure out, right? All right. So what I'm gonna do is, I think the most obvious thing that was different was the piano or the guitar, like whatever that is.
Back to when I was young. How come I'm never able to identify where it's coming from? I'd make a candle out of it if I ever found it. Try to sell it, never sell out of it. I'd probably only sell one. Maybe to my brother, cause we have the same nose.
Okay, very nice. I love this, the way this melody goes. See, I'm gonna add it on the guitar because I like how that clean guitar sounds, and I think it's an apt substitute, regardless regardless of whatever they have used in the original. Yeah, that crunch is also very nice. So what I'll do is, oh, where?
I'd make a. How come I'm never. Sometimes I search. Sometimes.
Okay, this is where markers are very good. We always preach this. It actually helps to add markers in arrangement. So you just put your cursor where you want the marker, hit set, and okay, verse 2. Okay.
Sometimes a certain smell will take me back to when I was young. How come I'm never able to identify where it's coming from? I'd make a candle out of it if I ever found it. Try to sell it, never sell out of it. I'd probably only sell one.
So there's definitely a timing offset, right?
Sometimes a certain smell will take me back to when I was.
Okay. So what I'll do, I'll just. Okay, here it just exactly starts on the beat, whereas it's obviously a little offbeat.
Sometimes a certain smell will take me back to when I was young. How come I'm never able. Sometimes a certain smell will take me back to when I was young. How come I'm never able to identify where it's coming from? I'd make a candle out of it if I ever found it. Try to sell it, never sell out of it. I'd probably only sell one. Maybe to my brother, cause we have the same nose, same clothes, homegrown, a stone's throw from a creek we used to roam. But it would remind us of when nothing really mattered. Out of student loans and treehouse homes, we all would take the ladder.
Okay, I'm gonna try something.
Sometimes a certain smell will take me back to when I was young. How come I'm never able to identify where it's coming from? I'd make a candle out of it if I ever found it. Try to sell it, never sell out of it. I'd probably only sell one. Maybe to my brother, cause we have this.
The tempo slides off gradually, right? So one possibility is that I think we bought this idea. We just or I spoke about this idea that the song tempo is sometimes exaggerated for certain parts. I'm guessing the song tempo changed at the chorus, okay, because it required a lot of just pushing ahead every now and then. So my guess is that the tempo would have been sort of nudged a little for the chorus, just a tiny little that you can't really tell that it has been sped up, but it's definitely there. It adds to the intensity of the chorus basically to make it fast, and it seems like they just went ahead with that upper tempo because this tempo of 85 worked perfectly for the verses. On point, but now we have been gradually facing this issue. So what I'm going to do is, anyway the warp is off, I'm just going to nudge the tempo slightly up a little bit. So okay, that is not a little bit. I'm going to do this. See, when I say little, it's usually maybe even less than 1 BPM of a difference, right? So what I'll do is I'll just try going for 85.5. Okay, let me make a point here. Edit value. There's one cool feature. Others I'll end up like just needle in a haystack kind of a thing. Oh shit! Why did I move that? 5.5. Awesome. All right. So let's check that.
Sometimes a certain smell will take me back to when I was young. How come I'm never able to identify where it's coming from? I'd make a candle out of it if I ever found it. Try to sell it, never sell out of it. I probably only sell one. Maybe it's my brother, cause we have the same nose, same clothes, homegrown, a stone's throw from a creek we used to roam. But it would remind us of when nothing really mattered. Out of student loans and treehouse homes, we all would take the ladder. My name's Blurry Face and I care what you think. My name's Blurry Face and I care what you think.
Yeah. Okay, I think this is good enough for now. So yeah, it's a beautiful thing. Like, even you can just simply adjust nudge the tempo. The way to do that is like, you can just come into your master tracks automation section and just, bump your song tempo up. It is going to automate your tempo automatically. Very popular with cinematic scores, but it's also apparently, as we can see, popular with pop music as well, because it works in the favor.
Sometimes a certain smell.
So yeah, coming to the guitar section, let's quickly get on with that. Where did the guitar go? Okay, I have this here. Next thing I need is I'm gonna take the drums.
I wish I found some better sounds. No one's.
Take this. The worst one, drums. I'm gonna use the same thing.
Sometimes a certain smell will take me back to when I was young. How come I'm never able to identify where it's coming from? I'd make a candle out of it if I ever found it. Try to sell it, never sell out of it.
So let's go for A. Write the root note and see what.
Sometimes a certain smell will take. Sometimes a certain smell. Sometimes a certain smell. Sometimes a certain smell will take.
Right? Let me lower my inherent velocity, right?
Sometimes a certain smell will take me back. Sometimes a certain smell will take me back to when I. Sometimes a certain smell will take me back to.
Okay.
Sometimes a certain smell will take me back to when I was young. Sometimes a certain smell will take me back to. Sometimes a certain smell. Sometimes a certain smell will take me back.
Okay, no.
Sometimes a certain smell will take me back to when I was young. Sometimes a certain smell will take me back to when I was young. Sometimes a certain smell will take me back to when I was young.
This also. Okay, let's actually get the notes down and we can figure that out.
Sometimes a certain smell will take me back to when I was young. How come I'm never.
Okay, not that. See, it feels like it's basically going for the not 7th, 8th, which is the root, 9th, 10th. It's going for the 10th note in the scale from the root note, basically. It's bouncing off the 10th. Basically, that's the formula, I think. Let's see if it deviates from that.
Sometimes a certain smell will take me back to when I was young. Sometimes a certain smell will take me back to when I was young. How come I'm never able to identify? Sometimes a certain smell will take me back to when I was young. How come I'm never able to identify where it's coming from?
Yeah, so the last chord, or basically, the last chord, it breaks.
Sometimes a certain.
Yeah, I think this is right. Then just. Okay,
Sometimes a certain smell will take me back to when I was young. How come I'm never able to identify where it's coming from? I'd make a
Yeah, I think it is C. It's funny when it goes off. Like,
How come I'm never able to identify where it's coming from? I'd make
yeah, that works. So if you notice, this is just a 4-chord progression, right? You can think of this as a 4-chord progression. Just now once you get comfortable with working with major and minor chords, now you start looking at patterns. Like basically, there's a pattern where you have the root note of every chord, just maintained like a 4-chord progression. But instead of having the third and the fifth, now you have the 10th, just the 10th. And, a change towards the end, right? Like, to break the symmetry and feel like there's a closure, a descending melody of sort. So let me just duplicate this twice. I'm guessing.
Sometimes a certain smell will take me back to when I was young. How come I'm never able to identify where it's coming from? I'd make a candle out of it if I ever found it, try to sell it, never.
Okay, here there's a change. Okay. Okay, I'm not sure. Let me just.
Same clothes, homegrown, a stone's throw from a creek we used to roam. But it would remind us of when I.
Okay, yeah.
Sometimes a certain smell will take me back to when I was young. How come I'm never able to identify where it's coming from? I'd make a candle out of it if I ever found it, try to sell it, never sell out of it, I'd probably only sell one.
Yeah. Goes higher for sure. Okay, the root is in the same place. This no longer does that, 10th note from the root.
Sometimes
Let's have a shorter run of playback.
I'd make a candle out of it if I ever found it, try to sell it, never sell.
Okay. Okay, let me quickly run at that.
Ever found it, try to sell it, never sell out of it.
Okay, hold that in your memory. Hold that. Okay, yeah, right?
I'd make a candle out of it if I ever found it, try to sell it, never sell out of it, I'd probably only sell.
Okay. Oh, it just went to the higher octave. Yeah.
I'd make a candle out of it if I ever found it, try to sell it, never sell out of it, I'd probably only sell one. Maybe to my brother.
Right. Awesome. So let's go with that. Anyway, it works. It flows. Thinking it's exactly that, but I will not get too nitty-gritty on this. I will never finish this.
Maybe to my brother, cause we have the same nose, same clothes, homegrown, a stone's throw from a creek we used to roam. But it would.
Okay, so here the progression changes. It doesn't continue to be the same, right? There's a chord change.
I'd make a candle out of it if I ever found it, try to sell it, never sell out of it, I'd probably only sell one. Maybe to my.
Okay, so there's one thing I'd quickly like to add is. Okay, let's figure out the whole thing and then I can do that. There's a grand piano also underneath that, but I'm guessing it's only working the bass note.
Brother, cause we have the same nose, same clothes, homegrown, a stone's throw from a creek we used to roam. But it would remind us of when nothing really mattered. Out of student loans and treehouse homes, we all would take the stone's throw from.
What a nice change. Yes.
Out of it, I'd probably only sell one. Maybe to my brother, cause we have the same nose, same clothes, homegrown, a stone's throw from a creek we used to roam. But it would remind us of when nothing really mattered. Out of student loans and treehouse homes, we all would.
Okay, there's two chords. Two chords basically repeating the same way. Oh yeah, so basically they just repeat this guy. I think I'm messing the wrong thing. Yes, I am. Okay, come over here. Let's do a cut. Okay, so the second half.
But it would remind us of. But it would remind us of.
So this chord is just repeated, right? The grids. Okay.
But it would remind us of when nothing really mattered out.
Okay. That one. Okay. This.
But it would remind us of when nothing really mattered. Out of student loans and treehouse homes, we. But it would remind us of when nothing really mattered. Out of student loans and treehouse homes, we all would take the ladder.
No, basically it goes into a mute.
But it would remind us of when nothing really mattered. Out of student loans and treehouse homes, we all would take. Out of student loans and treehouse homes, we all would take the ladder.
Oh. Need to. Okay. Need to cut this. Shouldn't overlap like that. Has it been overlapping everywhere? Yes, it has been. So I'll join these clips quickly. Select all these notes which have been overlapping and just pull them back.
Sometimes a certain smell will take me back to when I was young. How come I'm never able to identify where it's coming from? I'd make a candle out of it if I ever found it. Try to sell it, never sell out of it. I'd probably only sell one. Maybe to my brother, cause we have the same nose, same clothes, homegrown, a stone's throw from a creek we used to roam. But it would remind us of when nothing really mattered. Out of student loans and treehouse homes, we all would take the ladder. My name.
Okay, so the next thing I noticed is towards the end, the horn, right? That not horn, this brass thing, the brass section
Maybe to my brother,
comes back.
Rome. But it would remind us of when nothing really mattered. Out of student loans,
You can hear that in the
my
background.
brother, cause we have the same nose, same clothes, homegrown, a stone's throw from a creek we used to roam. But it would remind us of when nothing really mattered. Out of student loans and treehouse homes, we all would take the ladder.
Yeah, so basically it's the same thing. I just have to copy and paste this. Copy this, get over here and paste this, right? Shit, no, not there. That is where my verse started, so I'm guessing here. Okay, this is additional. Okay.
Maybe to my brother, cause we have the same nose, same clothes, homegrown, a stone's throw from a creek we used to roam. But it would remind us of when nothing really mattered. Out of student loans and treehouse homes, we all would take.
These are too harsh. Let's remove this. Yeah, I think distort makes more sense. All right. Okay. Let's include this. Oh, this is super loud. Okay, that is, should have noticed that. What I'll do is cut this volume just a tiny. Yeah. Now it's a little more settled down. Right? So the bass.
A stone's throw from a creek we used to roam. Make a candle out of it if I ever found it. Try to sell it, never sell out of it. I probably only sell one.
Okay. So I'll try adding that here as well. Where's the grand piano? Yeah, here. Okay, and solo that. Okay, root. Wow, what metallic touch to that.
Sometimes a certain smell.
Okay, half time.
Sometimes a certain smell will take me back to when I was young. How come I'm never able to identify where it's coming? Sometimes a certain smell will take me back to when I was young. How come? Sometimes a certain smell will take me back to when I was young. How come I'm never able to identify where it's coming from? I'd make a candle out of it if I ever found it. Try to sell it, never sell out of it. I'd probably only sell one. Maybe to my brother, cause we have the same.
Okay, let me just quickly check what's happening on our streams. Alright, people are watching. People are watching. Let me know if you guys have any questions about this. If anything of what I did was confusing, or like you needed to clarify on certain things. I know I'm going at a certain pace. Otherwise, we'd never, basically finish this.
But it would remind us of when nothing really. Sometimes a certain smell will take me back to when I was young. How come I'm never able to identify where it's coming from?
Okay. FYI, I am he, not she. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry if I made such an assumption. I didn't mean to actually. I actually assumed you're a he only. Akshay. FYI, I am a he, not she. Okay, you're not. Okay, phew. I didn't do anything. It's Akshay. Akshay, it's on you. I guess Akshay is not on the stream at the moment, but I'm sure he didn't mean any offense. What makes it difference from Logic and Ableton Encore? And one more, what's the difference if I use MacBook IO or Windows OS? Okay, you mean like a Hackintosh kind of thing. See, the thing is, Mavisha, these days for production, systems are far more than capable, even Windows systems. Probably this was an argument which was very valid maybe over a decade ago or something. But these days, what has happened with, gaming requiring like really high specs, right? So a lot of Windows systems are also up to the mark and up to the game, and they can be as equally powerful, if not, even more powerful and reliable than their Mac counterparts. So it doesn't really make any difference. It's what you have is what you have, and if quality really made a difference, right? Think about this. Then all the Grammy Award winning songs, all the top productions which have been liked and which get a lot of views, the audience should have been like, there's something wrong with this, and this was not made with that software. That is why I don't like this song. That doesn't happen, right? Like it's mostly like hard work, dedication, and like some real skills that go into producing music. And all of these platforms should be the least thing to worry about, because if that was true, everyone would be on that platform, right? Does that make sense? We should not be running an industry we should not be running an education center looking up to this software that you're using, because we also firmly believe all softwares are at the end of the day the same thing. Now, to a complete amateur, some softwares might make a lot of difference. Some softwares might make some things a little more easier than others. But then there you have the answer. That is for amateurs. Because you want those things to be easy. There's an initial learning curve involved with certain softwares, whereas with certain other softwares, certain challenges are less. So it makes it easier to adapt. But in the long run, everything is the same. I hope that answers your question. All right.
Sometimes a certain smell will take me back to when I was young. How come I'm never able to?
So we had to get into
But it would
the bass, right? So I got this grand piano line. I'm just going to duplicate that.
Sometimes a certain smell will take me back to when I was young. Maybe to my brother, cause we have the same nose, same clothes, homegrown, a stone's throw from a creek we used to roam. But it would remind us of when nothing really mattered. Sometimes a certain smell will take me back to when I was.
I'm gonna copy this and put this on my bass track as well, and sort of blend in, a bit of the low end from the bass. Uh, just gonna drop this level as well.
Sometimes a certain smell will take me back to when I was young. How come I'm never able to identify where it's coming from? I'd make a candle out of it if I ever found it. Try to sell it, never sell out of it. I'd probably only sell one. Maybe to my brother, cause we have the same nose, same clothes, homegrown, a stone's throw from a creek we used to roam. But it would remind us of when.
Okay, I'm thinking it is the D note only, but just to be sure.
Maybe to my brother, who's homegrown, added out of student loans and treehouse. Out of student loans and remind us of when nothing really matters.
So another very nice thing. So as they, I don't know, I really like this idea that for the next section you have that reggae bum chuck thing, right?
My name's Blurry Face and I
Bum
care
bum
what
chuck,
you think.
chuck, bum. You have that thing, but they sort of introduce these ideas within the verse section towards the end only, and that serves to make the you now subconsciously know that the chorus is going to come, because it suddenly brings back gives you a flavor of what is about to come, like a teaser, or just like that promotional poster. Okay, not that one. Yeah, so I'm just gonna put this right underneath the what? Yeah, here, right underneath the last bar of the second verse, right? So it's like these two should go hand in hand. Okay, I don't think the last one is okay.
Roll from a creek we used to roam, but it would remind us of when nothing really mattered. Out of student loans and treehouse homes, we all would take the ladder. My name's Blurry Face and I care what you think. But it would remind us of when nothing really mattered. Out of student loans and treehouse homes, we all would take the ladder.
Okay. Think no, actually it's fine. The level is fine.
Roll from a creek we used to roam, but it would remind us of when nothing really mattered. Out of student loans and treehouse homes, we all would take the ladder.
Yes.
The same nose, same clothes, home really mattered. Student loans and treehouse homes, we all would take the ladder. Remind us of when nothing really mattered. Out of student loans and treehouse homes, we all would take the homegrown, a stone's throw from a creek we used to roam. But it would remind us of when nothing really mattered. Out of student loans and treehouse homes.
Okay. So just the last thing.
But it would remind us of when nothing. But it would remind.
It's all in A minor.
But it would remind us of when nothing really mattered. Out of student loans and treehouse homes, we all would take the ladder.
So I'm just giving that little bit, on the beat and immediately cutting it off.
But it would remind us of when nothing really mattered. Out of student loans and treehouse homes, we all would take the ladder. My name's Blurry Face and I. Maybe to my brother, cause we have the same nose, same clothes, homegrown, a stone's throw from a creek we used to roam. But it would remind us of when nothing really mattered. Out of student loans and treehouse homes, we all would take the ladder. My name's Blurry.
Okay.
Blurry.
So one beat, right?
Blurry Face and I.
Yeah. So here I'm just going to copy and paste this so that we don't spend too much time, because it's actually the same energy, right?
Name's blurry face and I care what you think. My name's blurry face and I care what you think.
Oh, but you have that bump check becoming a little more strong. Or was it?
I was told when I get old, blurry face and I care what you think. My name's blurry face and I care what you think. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep.
Okay, here I had a small.
Wish we could turn back time to the good old.
So I noticed one thing. It's a very interesting thing actually. Here, if you listen to the pre-chorus,
Wish we could turn back time to the good old days. Turn back time to the good old days.
The higher harmonic energy, it sort of fades out, across this, two bars. So what I feel I need to do is actually add a filter to just roll this off slowly, going into the next part, like. Okay, yeah, that is where it can get messy, so you have to be careful with your automation, that's all. Right? Okay, let's listen to that in context.
Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mamas.
Okay, the vocals are definitely lagging. Oh, what is that?
Wish we could turn back time to the good.
Okay, I'm just gonna cut this. I don't know how this got left behind. Okay.
To the good old days when the mama sang us to.
Yeah, now it's on beat. Days. You want that, actually that accent should be exactly on the beat, but this works.
Wish we could turn back time to the good old days.
Okay, how do I can still fix this basically. Just that ambience has to cross
My name's blurry face and I
all the way back.
turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. Wish we could.
So you see how it actually adds value to what he's saying. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days. Like he's reminiscing, right? He's almost sort of going away from what is happening in the present. Like you're reminiscing, and it musically actually conveys with that, the harmonics just rolling off when he's saying those exact lines, and then it coming in, very grandly into this, grand piano.
When the mama sang.
Very nice.
Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. Wish we could turn back.
Right, so what I'll do is I'll quickly just copy this whole thing there
Blurry face and I care what you think.
from here.
Blurry face and I care what you think. My name's blurry face and I care.
Let me check.
Us to sleep, but now we're stressed out.
Okay, till here, right? Just gonna copy this entire section, shift down arrow. That's about 12 bars. Hope it's right. And we'll just quickly paste it over here. Right. Okay.
But it would remind us of when nothing really mattered. Out of student loans and treehouse homes, we all would take the ladder. My name's Blur.
My bad. It's not wrong there. Yeah, you have to give him that extra space to the my.
My name's Blur.
Okay, it starts from here then. Okay.
Blurry face and I care what you think. My name's Blurry face and
I'm
I
sure
care what
there
you
are.
think.
I'm sure there could be some subtle changes within this pre-chorus section, mostly in terms of its intensity by some kind of volume adjustment or filter adjustment. I'm not going to do it because let's just focus on getting the next sections worked out, which I'm afraid we'll have to do in the next session because it's all.
Blurry face and I care what you think. My name's Blurry face and I care what you think.
Okay. Actually, okay. Just came this thought when I watched some YouTube comparisons. Mavisha, yeah, fair enough. It's fair comparisons only. Like you cannot outright deny. See, but think about it this way, okay? Like if uh, if you have spent so many years working through one software, right? Like you sort of develop this wall that you have to that software is the best because you're able to do a lot of things on those software. Think about it as like just Windows versus Mac interface thing, right? Like you might get comfortable doing all tab or some kind of a functionality, your muscle memory, right? Like someone told you, guitar is better than piano, and now you know how to play the piano, right? But you don't know how to play the guitar, and it's a whole new thing, right? It would be a similar thing. That comparison would be a good analogy. It's like someone saying, hey, but like in guitar, like I have to put one hand on the string and other hand on the fret. In piano, I don't have to do that. Both hands are on the keys, so guitar is not nice. It's a little too uncomfortable. Like it's all coming down to a matter of familiarity and convenience. Now, Ableton or any software company has had a team of producers, developers, right? So there are people being paid to like get their software to be working better and better. So certain arguments might have been true in the past, okay, but it is no longer in the present because of course, like there's everyone putting their brains and working at. There's an Ableton really good developer team at Ableton. You should look at some of the making of or behind the scenes videos or conversations that the Ableton official page has. You'll be very surprised at like what kind of technology they are trying to incorporate into music making. They have, like, for example, hired a a software developer, a programming environment company, which is now integrated into Ableton as something called as Max for Life. So you have certain devices that you can get which would do certain things which no other DAW can do because it's not really part of the DAW. It's another company which has its own team of creatives, and it's a programming environment which is now integrated into Ableton Live, and it is possible to, in a sense, create your own plugins within Ableton Live if you have certain amount of programming understanding or knowledge. Yeah, all these things weren't a very strong game like back maybe a decade ago, but as time passes you never know, like none of these arguments about certain software being the best will ever hold true. Like even if someone tells Ableton is the best software, we would we would not say I to that because it's a fact, right? Like you get used to certain things. Everything has its own potential and everyone is allowed to grow, right? So Ableton is a great software, regardless of all those conversations. Very intuitive, very fluent, and very smooth for uh, the process of creating music. And a lot of it's possible that you can get bogged down by the technicalities initially and like, okay, it's looking a little strange. Some people are saying, okay, that sound is not nice, but it's all surface talk. Like once you get to understand the software deeply, you'll know how to use it in your favor over time. That is bound to happen whether you learn it from someone else or whether you learn your wholeheartedly learning it on your own. So on that note, we'll actually wind up. I hope that answers your question, Mavisha, if you're still watching. All right, guys. Thank you, Vinay. I think Vinay shared, right? Vinay and Devendra. Thank you guys a lot, for sharing your music. Everyone, please keep sharing music. It's great to listen to music that you guys, knowing that you guys are here on our platform and you're sharing. It's great to actually hear and yeah, I review that. And yeah, you're welcome, Pamisha. No problem. It's cool. Um, all right. So we are gonna wind up here for the next section. What I'm thinking is, uh, most probably it'll be tomorrow only. Uh, I'll try working out something else for the next set of sections, right? Like, because we have been following this song, note by note. Let's try, taking the same variables and using the same ideas, but trying to come up with something else, just like an experiment and see how that goes. Yeah. So we'll do that. So I'm gonna sign off. Thank you all for tuning in. And as usual, do if either of you guys are new to production, can I get you offline? I need some clarity on equipment I need for production. See, okay, you could do one thing, Mavesha. Like I would suggest. See, there's this Q&A forum. Okay, it is being monitored by a lot of our onboard trainers also. Not just, I mean, like we have a lead trainer, Don Philip. We have certain, other producers and trainers who are also, part of this whole pool. So you will get a much larger insight. You'll get insight from multiple people. There are other experienced producers here also who are doing really phenomenal production work. So just post a question here. See, we are not going to ignore questions, right? Like that is the whole point or reason why we have made this platform. See, you can go to ask, if you can see the screen, ask a question, try and be elaborate. Like, what is it that you want to achieve? With your production, it's good to like answer those questions, and that will bring you clarity, because otherwise everyone will give their own peace of mind. You need to have this, you need to have that. There would be some people who do a lot with nothing, actually, just a laptop and just a laptop and keyboard and mouse, that's it. But yeah, a powerful system also helps in that case. So you have to also maybe describe a bit of what is it that you're looking to achieve, and what are your skills. Like, do you play any instruments, or like are you really interested in playing some particular thing that you saw? You could share like links to things that you have found on the internet, and like we can have a look at it and give our honest suggestions. Yeah, I hope that makes sense. uh, I had a question how to get the vocal part for other song. Do you have any specific? Oh, for other songs. Uh, oh, in general, in Devendra, you're asking in general, is it? So there is one. See, in this particular case, it's possible that this is off the project file. Okay, this was definitely this is so clear and so crisp. There's no way that it was just ripped off from. What to say, the original song. The vocals were not stripped off from this, for sure. But there is technology that's coming up. Okay, there's a lot of there's something that you can check out called as I think it is Keter. Not sure. I'll put up a link to that in the forum. If I'll look it up. I'll look it up exactly what it is. Skeeter. Okay, multi-track extract. Splitter, not Skeeter. Okay, Splitter. This is the thing. Okay, Splitter. I should have typed Splitter. Splete. Yeah. So probably we could review this as well at some point. So this claims to be, this is one of the few things out there, okay, which is an open source thing that anyone can use this. You'll get some links to download this. Some Ableton user has used Max for Live to, I think, even work it out into a plugin that works within Ableton, but we weren't able to get our hands on it yet. There was just some news about that. But yeah, basically, it's an online service right now. I think it's an online, yeah, Splitter. Okay, maybe it is not this. So ideally how this works is you put a song, Okay, and it is going to try and use its, I think it uses AI technology to try and isolate the vocals, bass, drums, and other sections. It just separates. It's a little dirty though. Like, I remember trying it out a couple of times, but yeah, maybe we could review this also for you guys. So try giving this a shot and seeing if you can salvage something. You know, uh, if it's actually giving you a decent quality or the required quality. Uh, but besides that, we'll also have a look. We'll post some links on the forums that we come across on this particular topic of splitting audio files. Um, all right. Does anyone else have any other questions, or we'll just call it a night? It's 22:22. It's a very nice muhurtam. All right. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for tuning in, guys, as usual. And yeah, if you guys have any other further questions, do get into a Q&A forums and post them. Like, even you, Mavish, if you have specific questions, we understand that you're a beginner. Like, feel free to ask in the Q&A sections. We'll definitely get back to you on anything, any doubts that you might have. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to end the stream. Thank you guys. Stay home, stay safe. I mean, yeah, I guess not everyone wants to stay home after all this well, but yeah, try to stay home and try to stay safe. All right. I'll see you guys.